Hey guys, it's Rushy here, how you're doing? I'm back with the video. It's been a while since I put anything out like this, but in this video I'm talking about anti-air options. So we know what the anti-airs are, we know how to anti-air, but which ones do you pick in what scenarios, and how do you shut someone down completely when they're jumping around the screen? So I've got a few scenarios recorded already. Where am I going? So we're going to do a normal jump first, jump in first, forward jump. The first option I'm going to cover, the obvious one is crouching heavy punch. Crouching heavy punch is Ken's go-to anti-air for beginners, and I'd say even advanced players. It's very easy to input, crouching heavy punch. It does a decent amount of damage, you can crush counter. It's 6 frame startup, so it's pretty fast in itself, so not just the input, the actual move itself is quite quick. And it can stop cross-ups from a certain range, from about, say if Akuma's trying to jump in on me there, if you do it early enough you can stop him going over your head. Any closer you don't want to use it because it will whiff. So there are situations you don't want to do it, but if you want to stop a cross-up, do it early. People have said to me in the past that when they use crouching heavy punch, sometimes they are quite bad at anti-airing with it. It's because you're doing it way too slow. There are scenarios where you shouldn't anti-air, which I'll talk about shortly. Crouching heavy punch will anti-air most of people's options as long as they're close range. You've just got to speed up your muscle memory. So all you've got to do is hit down heavy punch, that's it. You haven't got anything else. So it's not difficult to do. You just got to train and get into your head that when someone jumps, do crouching heavy punch. What I do want to talk about is when not to anti-air. So just because you've been told or you think you should anti-air every single thing you're seeing, that's not the case. There are situations where you get a jump in, you get jumped in on, and it catches you off guard because you're focusing on dashes, throws, neutral game, footsies. Those situations where you feel you're going to anti-air late but you still go for it, that's what you should not do. The reason you shouldn't do that is because you're going to end up trading, or worse off, getting stuffed altogether, or the worst scenario possible is you do a DP that whiffs completely and leaves you in a crush countable state. So don't have that mentality that you should anti-air everything. Anti-air what you think you can, and if you do think yourself on split seconds, or let's say seconds, frames, I'm not going to anti-air this, don't anti-air, just ensure you block the jump in, because that will put you in a much better situation in terms of the damage you take. You don't want to get hit by a jumping attack leading to a full combo into like V trigger or CA, because you're going to lose nearly half your health. So you don't want to be in that situation. So pick your spots, know when not to anti-air. That's probably more powerful than knowing when to anti-air, in my opinion, because you're not going to be able to anti-air everything. So if you take anything from this video, that's the most important thing I want to say today. The obvious other anti-air and the go-to for everything for Ken in most Shotos, the medium punch DP. Now with medium punch DP, I prefer crouching first and doing the input forward down forward punch. It enables you to react a little later, gives you more time because Ken's hurt box is smaller, so you won't get hit by the air attack until later on. You want to anti-air as late as possible to avoid a trade situation. If you do it too early, which I'll show you now, you may trade. So you got one hit. See if I try and do it again. So I'm hitting him out of the air, which is fair enough, but if he did his medium kick higher in the air, we would trade. So that's the reason why sometimes you see medium punches get stuffed. It's because you're doing it too early. Let them fall into your lap as such, and then input the DP, and you'll never trade then. You'll always get the invincible frames winning there. So yeah, crouching later than you would normally, if possible, unless you're already doing them late, and you'll never get stuffed. If they jump over your head, we had this problem earlier on. Autocorrect, just leave it late. Still input the DP to the way you're facing initially, and it will autocorrect. If you're not good at the autocorrect, do the quarter circle backwards method. I covered them in a separate video, so we're not going to talk about crosscut today, but I prefer to use the autocorrect. The key is to watch when they go over your head. then input it. It depends on how they fall, because if they're quite far away from you, the autocorrect, so the autocorrect there isn't, it's not going to work. Yeah, so there you want it. I don't know what you want to do there. Yeah, half circle back, probably better. But I don't want to cover it too much in the video, because this is just the bread and butter and like go-to scenarios and for different jump-ins. The other scenario is the neutral jump. So neutral jump, I use heavy punch DP because it has the best range, and most neutral jumps that take place randomly are sort of around this range, because they're waiting for you to do something like step kick and then punish on the way down. So you'll be in neutral and they'll punish you as you whiff. So that's why people neutral jump. But against Ken, it's not safe, because I mean, you don't get much damage off of it, but if you're in neutral, you can react to that. You just got to build the muscle memory again. It looks crazy in matches, I know, but it's actually easier than you think, because of Ken's momentum he has, the horizontal travel he has from the heavy punch DP. You can't take people out the skies. So try and learn that if you can, and stop people from neutral jumping. If you notice in my matches, people that get close to the corner neutral jump a lot more. Just know the range. You don't really want to neutral jump punish with heavy punch DP anywhere further than that range. And also be cautious, if they press a button in the air, you can trade. So you don't, if you're low on health, you don't really want to challenge a neutral jump with the heavy punch DP, because the risk reward isn't in your favour. But if someone's under pressure and they're low on health, I'll take the trade. They can do like 60, 70 damage, I do 20, but I'll take that 20 just to put them on the back foot even more. So that's a good thing to do. I just practicing it earlier on, I noticed that I do it from a crouching position, so I don't do forward, quarter circle forward punch. Actually, we'll be in neutral, and then I'll crouch first. So I'll be doing all this crap, and then I'll do crouch. I'm not focusing on range at the moment, but I'll do it properly now. Yeah, I'll crouch. So that's how I prefer to do it, from crouching. Dragon punches I prefer to crouch, unless it's from a combo. Combo's different. Oops, heavy kick tattoo. I'll just do a normal input, a traditional one, but an anti-air, I'll crouch first. So that's that. The other neutral jump punish that I use now and again is the CA. I don't think CA is good to use as an anti-air in every scenario, but again, if someone's close to the corner, they will neutral jump a lot more, and you've got more chance of anti-airing for big damage with CA than heavy punch DP. So if someone neutral jumps, whoops, wrong button, because of the range it has on it, put in the corner. So CA is 5 frame startup, and it has good horizontal range, better than heavy punch DP, I'd say. Easy to do, real simple. Just look out for it. So when you're in this range, when they're in the corner, what I tend to do is I don't mind being pushed back to that sort of range, because I have options there as well. I have the CA. I'll show you another one as well. I'll put that one back on. Not that far back. There you go. Like an anti-air. Even though they escape the corner, I can cross-cut anti-air as well. You keep them in the corner, so if you're at that sort of range, you keep them in the corner. But yeah, this there seems to be 2 medium punches, crouch medium punches on block. Back there. You can stop them. So being out of range, turn that off now. So not being up in his grill in the corner. So that's where you want to be. You want to apply pressure. But if you, so there you go. That's a good example. So push back. You still got pressure here. You can still condition and shut down their options at that range. Ken's got a lot of offense, in my opinion. He's not the best. People have got better offense near the corner, but don't forget some of the options, because they're not obvious to beginners, and even professionals and pros. They may forget that he has the ability to do certain things in the corner, so don't forget about them. The other thing to mention is when you go for a meaty throw after a knockdown. So if I might already be set, I think. Okay, so he's neutral jumping. So yeah, if you try and go for a meaty throw, there's no real reason to jump against Ken because he doesn't have a command throw, but some people do anyway, just out of habit of Season 2 and his throw loops. So if you do knockdown, grab, they can escape your grab with a neutral jump because neutral jump are not grounded, airborne, so the throw whiffs. But you have time to recover to punish them on the way down. In that sort of range, you want a medium punch DP. Not an option select, it's just a cover two scenario. It's a two scenario cover in quick succession. You may get people jumping forwards as well. I think Birdies and Abigail like to do that. I haven't labbed what to do against that. To jump forward, let's have a look. Yeah, so most jumpings you can medium punch DP, but the lower jumpings like Birdies and Abigail, they are difficult to deal with, so that's something I should look at in a future video. Yeah, so that's it guys. I think that's all we need to cover in this one. Pretty short, pretty sweet, but I hope that's answered some of the questions I've had of late in regards to the anti-air game and how to recognise what to do. Please take note of what I said earlier on the video about not forcing yourself to anti everything, because it's impossible. Not the pros don't do it, I can assure you. Top streamers don't do it. They'll anti-air where they can and they'll know when not to. So the quicker you can get to that level, the better really guys. And be cautious of anti-air DP because of the risk of crush counter if you mess them up. That's a wrap guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope it helped. Any feedback, any criticism, give me a shout. Shall catch you soon hopefully. Take care.